at some point during the race. Yesterday's race, though, horrible weather yesterday, but these boys put on a terrific show in the wet, not only in the race but in qualifying as well. It was Ben Green who drove superbly. I've got to say, all of them drove well yesterday, given the conditions, that they all kept it on track. Could have been a complete nightmare, but they all did well. We have got Tom Hibbert, though, second in the championship in pit lane, right of shot. That's a major drama for the opening of this second race of the weekend. We're waiting for the lights to go on. Round 10 of the championship about to get underway. Lights out here at Croft. Let's hope Tom Hibbert can join the fray. He's got to do a Cole Boardley effectively. It's a very crowded pit lane. Doesn't look hopeful for him, but Ben Green makes a good start. Tom Roche in blue, looking up the inside line. Tom Roche is back with us.
On Callum Poynton's guys really slowed them up. Really slowed them up. Let's listen for the revs. There, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
So Ben Green will lead, and got a little way to go as they come out of the hairpin and go down in towards, across the line, and then down in towards Clermont once again. So Gamble will resume the chase. So too will Callum Poynton in fourth place at the podium. There is Rob Boston on the pit.
Really cold there, and Poynton went straight in there. But now Callum passed, and that was a perfect textbook. Tom Roche
by the drop score. He's had a good go of it. But look at Gamble getting on the case here of Ben Green. We've got a fight on for the lead, and it's the 23 car of George Gamble. Second or third in the championship. He's going to take second in the championship here, well, assuming he finishes, because of Hibbert himself and the team. Extremely happy with his new location. But to put it in perspective, Andrew Wilmot, this is the first time Andy's raced in rear-wheel drive, moving over from front-wheel drive. He's got a fair bit of work to do from the back. There is Roche still in fourth place, back with Ben Green. Gamble still piling on the pressure, but Gamble's got a big lump of white appearing in his Ben Green. Ben Green looking for a first double win. Of course, he won his first race win at Donington Park, where he'd had his first podium the year before.
Brilliant work, excellent.
Ian Robinson, that moves him up into 12th place, stays fourth in the amateur class, going to be chasing Colin White. Jack Constable, who's away and down the road. Colin White second in the amateurs, Jack Minshaw third at the moment, but Ben Green still there. There is our race leader, Ben Green, looking to have his first double. This is going to be monumental. The team are building up, you know, from that first podium that they had at Donington Park last year, and this is the first time he's had a second season in anything, car racing wise as well. So Ben Green, with, you know, a lot of drivers go-karting from the age of 6 or whatever they do now in Bambinos, but Ben Green, very late arrival on the motor racing scene. But I tell you what, none the worse for it. Dad probably saved a few quid along the way.
I would have said so. It's amazing when you just wake up after the season finishes on your first year. And if you go into something the second year, everything's natural. You're not having to think about things too much. And he's driving brilliant.
Deliver in the pro category, so it gives them a little bit of expectation. Ben Green running wide there, though.
Really, really wide. Right, Gamble is on. This is it. Watch and learn now. Gamble is going to know that he's a wounded animal. Has to defend for the first time in a long time. Ben Green is wise to it, comes back across. Just keep it nice and steady, Ben. But Gamble is on your case. He's going to have a look.
Oh, Gamble was having a look. Now Ben Green has had the signals very clearly there in his mirrors, and he'll know that he had a little wobble. Watch for Callum Poynton as well. Gamble goes wide here. A little bit of opposite lock there as he goes into the hairpin. He's really teeing it up now. This surely is going to be the last lap. Here we come across the line. Ben Green has a win yesterday. Started on inherited pole after Cole Boardley went into pit lane. Lights to flag yesterday. Lights and leads so far. Gamble, I've got to say, Ben Green's recovered well from that moment, and the pressure as well.
Yeah, he really has, and he took so much speed into that first corner. He kind of gapped Gamble in P2, but I think when it's not over.
So the black car, the black and turquoise car, and the white and blue car challenges to podium position in the amateur class, back with the race lead though, and George Gamble piling the pressure still on Ben Green, but Ben recovered well from that. It depends if he has a wobble on this part of the circuit though again.
Yeah, the only place he'll have a wobble is not through here, it's not through the next corner, it's the entry to Sunny Inn when you're braking and turning. Now watch this from Callum. So P1 up front, he's just got to slow it down enough and not bounce off the curb. He runs a touch wide again, but it's okay. It's better to do that than bounce off the curb, run wide and compromise yourself on the way out of Sunny Out. I tell you what, Ben Green, if he wins this race, which it looks like he's going to do, he has done a sterling job to come back from that, because that was a massive moment.
Ben Green then used to soak up pressure, hard on the brakes. You see the front of the car dip down. This is a worrying moment for him. A little bit defensive here. Watch, it might be a run to the flag, but Ben just covering the inside line into the hairpin. Out of the hairpin now. It's the sprint towards the checkered flag, and Ben Green's going to take his first double win. The Century team are delighted. George Gamble second. Callum Poynton, the championship leader, gets another podium. There's the checker. So Seb Perez actually managed to sneak through ahead of Ian Robinson in those closing stages, denying Robinson the chance to nibble away at Colin White. But there's the winner, Ben Green, the 19-year-old. What a weekend for him. As I was saying, I was starting to say earlier on, we've kind of followed him through, you know, coming through juniors and then coming into the senior formula, seeing him get his first podium, seeing him get his first win, and now his first double win at a meeting. His dad, Howard, and the team are going to be absolutely thrilled about that.
Massive landmark that is, to do that, and I could hear the crowd through my FX clapping because they know how much pressure he was under on that last lap. And when you do that and you go forward and you learn from that, now he's the boy. But the way he was, just celebrating, it was amazing. He knows the score. It was brilliant. Look at the marshals as well clapping. They know what it means.
Yeah, they've seen a great race.
So that's how they stand after race 2 at Croft. They come into Parc Ferme. We'll have reaction after this break.
Ben Green on the left, chasing his second win of the weekend in Ginetta GT4 Supercup. They led from the start after making that perfect getaway. Race was interrupted by a big contact between Taylor and Rawley. That brought up the safety car. But Ben Green controlled the restart. A little bit of repair work required there, but Ben Green in control from there to lead home George Campbell and the championship leader Callum Poynton. And Ben, your first double victory, and that must change your perspective on what you might achieve in this championship. You're closing in on Callum Poynton.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. Obviously, we came into it this year to win. That was the plan. We've had some bad luck at the first couple of rounds, but we showed our pace at Donington, and I think, yeah, this is now our true pace, and we're really cracking on now.
Your first double win, what has made the difference this weekend?
I think I upped my preparation a little bit, but we've had just good luck, really. Obviously, with Carl missing the start yesterday, that played into our hands. There's been a lot of things this year that haven't played into our hands, so it's nice for it to finally go our way.
In what ways have you upped your preparation then?
I do a lot with APSM and do a lot of iZone as well, and really it's the mental preparation for me as well. So
it's a kind of sport these days, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot behind the scenes, definitely.
You needed a bit of mental preparation. I don't know what sort of experience you've had of leading the pack away on a safety car restart, but you had to get that right, didn't you?
Yeah, I haven't ever started on pole, haven't ever started at the front of a safety car restart, so yeah, it was all a learning curve, actually pulled it off the end.
And you've got one more race to come, that sort of partially reshuffled grid race we've got just after 4 o'clock. Thoughts for that, hat-trick?
Cool, we can try. We'll see what number gets pulled out first, but we're in a good position for anyway.
You've had a great weekend, whatever happens. Ben Green, congratulations, double winner in the Ginetta GT4 Supercup. Okay, we've got that race coming up at 4:10. The Ginetta GT's, that reverse grid race.